Hi, I'm James Crowson with Crowson Law Group. I'm going to take a few moments to talk with you about Alaska's comparative negligence law. In the context of a car accident or a slip and fall and trip and fall accident, we often find that the parties involved have different ideas about how the accident occurred, and both parties oftentimes will say that the other one was at fault. Alaska's comparative negligence law considers that fact. Under Alaska's comparative negligence scheme, you would collect only that amount of money that corresponds to the at-fault driver's percentage of fault. The jury, as the finder of fact, is asked how much fault each party had for this accident. If the jury decides that you're 25% at fault, then you would only be able to recover 75% of your damages. So if the jury decided that you had $10,000 in damages as a result of a car accident, but you were 25% at fault, you would only be able to recover $7,500. Now that differs from other states. I used to practice in North Carolina where the rule is contributory negligence. And in a contributory negligence state, you can recover nothing if the jury decides that you contributed at all to the accident. If you're 1% at fault, according to the jury, the other party's 99% at fault, you can recover nothing for your property damage, nothing for your personal injury, for your bodily injury, your medical bills, anything as a result of your contributory negligence in the case. Alaska's law is much less harsh. You still get to recover a percentage of your damages, and that percentage of your damages that you can recover depends upon how much the jury says the other person was at fault. So it's important to remember that when you're talking with the representatives for the at-fault driver, like his liability carrier, the insurance adjuster, you don't want to admit any fault to that person. They're going to assume that you get to recover less than your full damages if you admit to any sort of fault in the accident. At the end of the day, even if you're partially at fault for your accident, you can still recover a portion of your damages. It's important to remember, though, that your recovery will be reduced by your percentage of fault.